Star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only got one, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got cash in the bag, stadium packed. Photo rocks from this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only got one, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed.
Welcome to the May 2024 edition of Bosch's World. I'm your host, Ron E. Bosch, and the weather is just getting more beautiful by the day. First off, I want to give a shout out to Nefex. I've been using his music for the last maybe year and a half on all of my Bosch Star projects, from a lot of the Perps vlogs,
I need to scream out loud, can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky.
in the Bosch Cave recap video.
Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it.
The Perps vlog intro is the song Addict. The intro to Bosch's World, which is Born a Rock Star, Born a Bosch Star. I discovered his music when just looking for tracks to use in my projects because I didn't want to keep using copyrighted music, even though I don't monetize, but I was always afraid of the risk of like a video not being visible, and that's happened a few times. I would just look for instrumentals and I came across his music and I was like, okay, a lot of these songs are really good and I can use these for my projects. So I think it's just awesome that he puts so much good music out there, copyright free, letting creators like myself use it. So this was my way of repaying him, getting this shirt as a thank you for allowing me and other creators to use your music. Like I said, the weather's beautiful now. I can actually enjoy this weather. Even on days when I have nothing going on, I'll come up here, use my laptop and just edit, or just come up here and get some air. Back in 2022, I went to go see The Last Match musical in Jersey. It was a combination of wrestling, rock, and theater. At that time, it was starring Matt Cardona. I had a wonderful time at the show. I went with Apryl and Husvar back when they originally performed the show. Fast forward a year ago, Cardona had a match with Ramin, the actor that played the main role in The Last Match musical, Ben Vengeance, along with Amber Ardolino, who was Jenny in the show. I was just amazed at this match that they were able to put together. A legit Broadway actor. They were both from shows like Funny Girl, which was a huge show. So these are legit Broadway actors going out there and wrestling. And now they decided to take the show on tour. It may not be all of the original cast, but it was still fun. And they were performing at the House of Glory Arena. So I was like, you know what? Let me go check it out before work on a Friday. First I get there, Cardona is there as a special guest. So I got a picture with him and his father. Unfortunately, he's hurt right now. So once again, I'm getting a photo with Matt with his arm in a sling like I did at the New York Hangout 2 years ago. He cut an awesome heel promo during the show in character, having Jack Tomlinson take his place. I mean, Matt's such a great heel that there's nothing that he can say that would ever offend me.
New York City, especially Jamaica, Queens, is full of trash.
Wait a second. Forget it. Also, as I get in there, I see Gigi walk in, who I wasn't expecting. I had no idea she was attending the show, but I got to hang out with Gigi for a bit and catch up, and hopefully we're going to go see the Puerto Rican weekend show next month, hosted by House of Glory champion Mike Santana. I may not be Puerto Rican, but I'll be Puerto Rican for the weekend. And I admit I may have been a little skeptical going in because I did see the show with the original cast, but I have to say this cast absolutely killed it as well. The actor playing Cardona's character did an awesome job. Cardona was basically playing himself. This guy put his own twist on the characters. my favorite female wrestler of all time, Mickie James, playing the mother. At first I was like, how is she going to pull off playing this old lady?
Put that calculator away.
But I think she killed it, and she also has an incredible voice.
Checking out the singles pages. I'm so sad I could sigh.
And is an incredible wrestler, so I thought she was able to bring all of her talents together for this character.
It's about time that baby started pulling its weight. Get a job, kid.
What a despicable trick.
All in all, I had a wonderful time. I'm glad I went.
You should be going out on top. You've earned it.
My favorite. No chance of leaving any little Alexanders in whatever crappy town we're in. You know I have to write that check, write that check, write that check. How about that surgeon out there? Was I right about him or what?
Indecision tugs and cleaves at my brain.
I got a picture with the entire cast after the show. It's cool to just have a picture with all of those people, with the actors, and I hope people go check it out, whatever shows are remaining. If it's coming to your town, definitely check it out. Even if you're not a fan of wrestling, it does a good job at catering to wrestling fans, but also catering to theater fans who may not be too familiar with wrestling. They do a great job at explaining a lot of the behind-the-scenes workings of pro wrestling. Welcome to this month's Throwback of the Month. I'm here at the annual 9th Avenue Food Festival, and we're going to look back at some of my earlier memories at this festival. First, we're going to check out 2001, where I'm playing basketball. Let's see how well I do.
Watch out, yeah. Go get him. Actually, go get him.
It's hot, right, though?
And now let's check out some of the clips from 2002 in my silver denim jean outfit.
Put it on. Fuck out of here.
Let's say that again. Want a bite?
What the hell is that?
What is that?
Let's eat them.
Yeah, it's like a little. What you looking at?
You're looking at your ass.
Hooray!
2 on 3.
Hooray! Wait, hold on.
He can't do all three. You're gonna be like,
Hooray! Yes, I got it. We're Hardy boy.
That was this month's Throwback of the Month, looking back at some of my memories of the 9th Avenue Food Festival and some of my horrendous outfits, but I did go back again this year. It's like the annual Midtown reunion. I mean, sometimes I'll bump into people, sometimes I just like to walk back and forth, see what amazing food they have.
Do what to the grill?
I think my biggest problem is there's so many options that I'm afraid to like pick something and it sucks, and then I'm full and I don't get to eat what I want. Like always, I want to get my big pina coladas, I get my empanadas, I get my Spanish food, I get whatever I can. I like to see the options they have. Here's just some of the great sights and scenes from the 9th Avenue Foods Festival. These were totally shot this year. These definitely weren't the shots that I shot last year that I never ended up getting to use for anything, as I intended to shoot a vlog of the 9th Avenue Food Festival last year, but ended up not doing it because I didn't have enough footage. So that's definitely not that footage. That was all definitely shot this year.
All right, we are here at the annual 9th Avenue International Food Festival. This is Bosch. So this runs from 42nd Street all the way to 57th Street on 9th Avenue.
Oh, I definitely surpassed my step goals for that day, walking back and forth through the 9th Avenue Food Festival. So yeah, I went with April. We had a great time. Actually, the first picture April and I ever took was after the 9th Avenue Food Festival at the Virgin Record Store in Times Square. The 9th Avenue Food Festival has been a staple of my life. It's always the weekend between Mother's Day and Memorial Day. That was always easy to remember. My grandma would always remind me. I look forward to going to it every year. Even if I don't live in that area anymore, I would make my way to Midtown Manhattan to enjoy the 9th Avenue Food Festival. If you're ever in town, I definitely suggest making it out there.
Yes, so
And it's always guaranteed to rain at least one of those days. Luckily, it rained on Saturday and not on Sunday when I went.
I'm here at the 9th Avenue Food Festival, and we're gonna look back at
Welcome to the May 2024 edition of Purchases of the Month that will end up in storage for the foreseeable future. Let's not waste any time. Now, last month, I ended up just doing all of the stuff that I brought back from Mania weekend, but a lot of these purchases I already had, but I decided to just show that because I filmed that on my roof and I thought the footage came out great. So I didn't want it to go to waste because I didn't end up using it in my vlog. So these are probably like half from May, half from April, but nobody cares. Let's just open all this shit up. Let's get started with these Jazzwares Vault figures. These are Ring of Honor figures. In the mid 2000s, I went to as many ROH shows in Hammerstein, Manhattan Center that I could afford at the time. I didn't have that much money, but I want to commemorate that time that I was a Ring of Honor fan. Okay, so here's Claudio Castagnoli. That's the look I first saw him in. Awesome figure. So here we have Bryan Danielson, and we've got both his looks with the shaggy hair and the bald head. I mean, I associate both of these looks with Ring of Honor. Yeah, let's get these micro rollers out the way. Awesome Kong. Here we have Amazing Red, House of Glory. Huge fan of his from the early days of TNA. Here's Prince Nana. I always have to do the dance. If anything, I just realized I hope he gets a Ring of Honor figure in his embassy look with the robe and everything. That would be awesome. And here we have David Arquette holding the Scream mask. I have a huge amount of respect for David Arquette and the work he put in. We have here the Trinity Bendy. I wish I had gotten a case signed when I met her a few months ago, but now she's back in WWE. Okay, as you can see, I'm wearing my Chelsea green shirt. I met her for the first time a couple years ago and got her first basic sign. She even personalized it to Purple Best Wishes shirt guy. But now she has an elite. I'm definitely hoping to get this signed one day. But I need one to let breathe. Oh, I love this figure with the skirt. Let's put the shush hands on her. It even says shush on the finger, the tattoo. All right, also from this set, we have Bam Bam Terry Gordy, but I'm going to display it as the Executioner for my new gen set. Oh, I'm just removing the head and putting this piece on. Okay. Why is this thing so complicated? My God. All right, this might take a few minutes. Are these pants? All right, we got the head on there. Okay, here we go. God, that took way longer than it needed to, but here we have the Executioner, the Sultan. Another fantasy figure of mine I was hoping they'd make. I had the Jax figure growing up as a kid. I surprisingly haven't gotten it yet. Hey, no, sorry. Just filming something real quick. How dare people interrupt me in a public space? Kidding. Haven't you ever seen a grown man film himself opening a bunch of toys? So many flowy capes and robes and skirts. So this one I ordered loose, but it is The Undertaker from SummerSlam 2015 because I was there with Frankie and Cheyenne, and this is the famous meme of The Undertaker sitting up and laughing at Brock, and it comes with that head. I'm gonna swap it for that one. Let's just sit him here. And the last of my WWE figures, Ultimate Legends Yokozuna. When I think of Yoko, this is the look I think of. You know what? Just to keep up with the theme of flowy soft goods, I'm gonna put the robe on him. As you saw last month, I had all of the stuff I brought back from Mania. And the thing about me is if I attend an event, I'm going to get as many things possible to commemorate that event, especially something that was as fun and as memorable as Mania 40. I got this online. It's a custom WrestleMania 40 VHS. Awesome cover. It looks like the old school Coliseum videos that I grew up on. Maybe one day I'll actually watch it on the VCR just for fun, for the novelty of it. WrestleMania 40 VHS. They didn't rewind it all the way, which is an offense at Blockbuster. We have the Cody Rhodes commemorative plaque from WrestleMania. Photo of him celebrating in the ring with everybody. A piece of the mat, number 169 of 540. Nice. I love how they package this too, especially because it's going to be stored away. This is beautiful. And these are my purchases of the month that will end up in storage for the foreseeable future for May of 2024. For this month's vulnerable moment, I feel like I've kind of just coasted through these. Like, I think I came in with the intentions of actually being vulnerable and opening up. And I think, I don't know if I just kind of, I'm hesitant to open up or be vulnerable like the segment is supposed to entail. And I kind of want to make that my goal moving forward. I don't really have anything specific now. I think May being Mental Health Awareness Month, I think all I can say is just be kind to people because you never know what they're going through, even if the image they're portraying in public, on social media, in these vlogs may be, hey, this person's outgoing, hey, this person's in a good mood all the time. And that might be the case in those moments. Yes, I can look back at a lot of these clips I'm going to play as B-roll and look back and know, like, I was going through some shit at that time. I was going through some shit that nobody might ever know about besides those close to me that I let know. Because I'm having a blast in these videos. I'm having the time of my life. I don't think I'm faking it. I think I allow myself to get distracted for those couple of hours to not think about whatever it is that I may be going through or may be dealing with. But I think it's easier to also make assumptions because that may be all I portray. I'm not going to be the one to like post whatever I may be going through on social media or in my Instagram stories or on here. Nothing against people that do that, if that is their outlet, if that is their methods of coping with whatever they may be going through. I feel like the people that I want to care are the people I will reach out to individually and inform. And I think throwing it out there to the masses, that leaves a lot of room for people to judge, use it to hurt you, or people to just kind of mock it, if anything. I'm not sitting here saying that I have the answer to everything. I think there's plenty of times I should have spoken to somebody, whether it be a professional, whether it be somebody close to me, and I've chosen not to. I think that's my biggest problem, is that I do tend to bottle it up because I don't want to be annoying. I don't want to be an inconvenience. I don't want to burden anybody with my issues. I do want to take this segment and take it a little more seriously and not just kind of take the easy way out and just resort to like coming up with some BS topic. I admit that I feel like the hair thing last month was more comical than vulnerable, and I don't want to make this a comedic segment. I feel like I have plenty of room for that, but I think I should use this segment to actually be vulnerable, even if I don't necessarily get into details. Like, I don't think I'm ever going to use this as therapy, if that makes any sense. Again, that's another thing. I feel like I start rambling and I don't make sense, or it makes sense in my head, but when I'm listening to it, I'm like, the fuck am I talking about? All right, let's wrap this baby up because it is getting hot up here and I don't want the 4K cameras picking up this sweat. Follow me on X. You already know it's a 0, not a no. Thank you, Imagine Dragon. Nefex would never do that to me. He would actually let me use his music in my projects. Follow me on Instagram at Bosch Star Prod. Like Bosch Star on Facebook, Bosch Star Productions. Pick up the merch at Bosch Star Prod at Redbubble, and subscribe to the channel at Bosch Star Prod. I'm looking forward to this summer. Last summer was awesome. I want to make this summer even better.
This is awesome. This is cool. I like it. I look like me and Gene in that. I like that. And then there's a box in a box.
It's so distracting to fucking talk with the Frank Sinatra. New York, to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep. There's just all this music going on downstairs. The king of the hill. All right. Fuck, where was I? Okay.